So we're going to graph some special inequalities. I don't know how special they are, but they're a little bit different. So again, you can write it in an equation, y equals negative 3x. Now you can graph that equation using either the intercept method, or you can use the slope and y-intercept, or you can just make a table of values. When we make a table, that's the third method, because I said there were 3 methods for graphing an equation. So when we make a table of values, you can pick whatever you want for x. Maybe you want to pick negative 2, maybe you want to pick 0, maybe you want to pick 3. It doesn't matter, and you can even pick them for y. You just choose some values. You want to keep them fairly small so it'll fit on the graph paper. But if you plug in negative 2, we're saying y equals negative 3 times negative 2, which is 6. And if you plug in 0, y equals negative 3 times 0, which is 0. And if you plug in 3, you get negative 3 times 3, which is negative 9. Okay, now I can graph those ordered pairs. So negative 2, 6 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be like right there. And then 0, 0 is going to be right there. I picked bigger numbers. And then 3, negative 9 is going to be way down here. But that makes a line, okay? So you have to decide, is it solid or dotted? We have a dotted line this time. Why is it dotted? Because it doesn't have the equal to part, okay? So I'm going to draw my dotted line. Dashed might be a better word, but dotted line like that. And now I have to pick a point not on the line to see if it's going to be, you know, the right side or the left side of that dotted line. Which ones are going to be true? I don't know. So let me pick a point. I can pick any point. I'm going to pick this point right here. And I'm going to find out if that point works or if it doesn't work. Now the coordinates for that point are negative 2, I'm sorry, no they're not, negative 5, yeah, let me erase it. Negative 5, negative 2. Now why did I pick that point? I had to pick a point and I picked that one. I can't use 0, 0 this time because that's on the line. So I'm going to say y is greater than negative 3x, and now I'm going to put in for x a negative 5 and for y a negative 2. So negative 2 is greater than negative 3 times negative 5. So I do the math. Negative 2 is greater than 15. Now I have to stop and say, is that true or false? Is negative 2 greater than 15? No, this is false. So a negative number is never bigger than a positive number. So that my point that I picked, it didn't work. It means that volleyball player didn't get the point. They hit it out of bounds or something. Anyway, so that, not that side of the line, but the other side, the other team gets the point. Okay? So when you pick a point and it doesn't work, that's okay. It just means the other side of the line is shaded. Okay. So I'll try to do some more examples. Oh, my graph, there's my graph paper. Okay. So this one, you'll notice that in the inequality, there's no x term. So we have to go back and think about, well, what does it mean? We'll still make it an equation, y equals 5. Well, it means that if I made a table of values, it means I could have anything for x, 1, 0, negative 1, but y is always 5. Now, you don't have to make a table of values. You might remember what this type of graph does. But if you made a table of values and graphed them, you'd have 1, 5. So like right there. No, it's up one. All right, 1, 5. There. 0, 5. And negative 1, 5. And so you get those little points, and it's going to make what we call a horizontal line. So whenever you have y equals some number, and there's no x term, this is going to be a horizontal line. If you had x equals some number and there were no y term, it'd make a vertical one. Okay, we're still going to have a dotted line. Well, dotted now. Dotted line. And like that. And then I have to decide, is it above the line or below the line? So I go back to y is less than 5. Well, let's say I pick the point 0, 0. So 0 for y is 0 less than 5. Yeah, that's true. So it's going to be everything below the line. And that's how you graph those.